Hello students, all are welcome to computer class. Now, this year we are going to revise few things which we have learned last time and few new things we are going to learn. Now, the first chapter is computer and its components. Now, all of you know what is computer? Computer is an electronic machine. Now, whenever computer you are learning, you know, in this chapter, we are going to learn computer, its components. In that introduction to computer, how does a computer work and which are the input devices. The other part of this lesson we are going to learn in the next video. Now, in this, a computer is an electronic machine. Everybody knows this and it works on electricity. Correct? Now, because of the characteristics of computers, computer is used in every phase of life in today's world. Okay. Now, some terms you must have heard relating to computer. Those terms are that is data, instructions, processing, information, storage. What these all terms means? Data means data is the collection of unrecognized facts, which can be include words, numbers, images, or sounds. Computer collects all this through input devices. Now, what is instruction? All of you know. Here, pictures of data, instructions, processing information, uh, and storage, everything is given. Now, what is instructions? Instructions means the guidelines how to perform the task. So these instructions are also provided to how to process the data. What is meant by process? Processing means working on it. Now suppose I told you to do sum 4 plus 5. Calculate it and give me the answer. So what you will do, you will add 5 to number 4. That addition is the process. Now for the process, I'll give one more example. Suppose you want to make milkshake. Correct? All the ingredients along with the milk, fruit pulp, which milkshake you want to make, sugar, and everything you will put in the mixer jar. And then you will start the electricity button for the mixer jar. It will start churning inside that jar. That is processing. Correct? Now, whenever you are preparing yourself for the exam, okay, that is also processing. The knowledge you are acquiring from the teachers or from the books or from the videos, that is all your input. Okay. Now, after that information, when this data with the help of instructions, it is getting processed. What is the outcome of it? That is the information. And this information is very important and it is getting stored somewhere. Somewhere means where? Either floppy disk, CD drives or pen drives or hard disk or on chips. Okay. So this way it is all interlinked, all these terms. Now next, few more terms are there like user, hardware, software, network and internet. User means the person who is using the computer. Correct? Means who is sitting in front of the computer and operating the computer is called the user. Correct? In all these years, you must have heard all these words. Okay, and a few of the words you must be knowing what is the meaning of it. Then also we have to revise it. Now, what is hardware? Hardware means the parts of computer which you can touch, you can feel, or you can see. Means it includes the monitor, the CPU, keyboard, mouse, the chips, okay, the microphone, the printer, all the parts of computer. Whereas software means these are the instructions or the programs which are used on computers to get the output or to get the process done by the computer. So when you call a computer system, it is a combination of hardware plus software. Only hardware will not work, only software will not work, because hardware, if you are having hardware and no software, the machine is of no use. If you have only software and no hardware devices, so where you will run those programs, where you will apply those programs? Okay, so it is hardware as well as softwares, both the things we require for a computer to run it successfully. Now, after that, we will see what is network and internet. Network means it is interlink of computers, different computers, and network means it is worldwide, all the computers are connected to each other. That is the internet and network. Okay, so because of widespread of network, you can see different text matters or videos from the person who is sending you from the other corner of the world also. Okay, now in the due course we are going to learn the internet in detail also, and the uses of internet also. Now after this, we'll see the benefits of using a computer. See, benefits of using computer. Why nowadays many a time, if you will see, the man is replaced with the computer. Means the work of man, clerical work, has been replaced by using the computer. Big calculations or tedious work computer can do within no time and very speedily. Okay, so speed is the feature because of which the computer is used everywhere and distinctly uh, used. These are the features, that is quality. Quality of work has improved. The accuracy also improved. The reliability, because computer is giving accurate answers, it is more reliable. Means we can rely on those answers. We can rely on those results. It is having huge capacity to store the data, and versatility means it can do many different works or repetitive works also. It solves very easily. Tedious works also it does in no time. So these are the features because of which computers are used uh, everywhere at every phase of life. Okay, now how does this computer work? Computer works generally in three processes. Three or four processes, means it follows 3 to 4 steps. What are those steps like? Inputting means we are giving the data to the computer. Now here see 4 plus 7. It is given with the help of keyboard or any other input device. You can give the data. That data is getting processed inside the chip. Correct? Inside the processor, inside the CPU, whether means better you call it as a CPU. In the CPU, there's processes happening, correct? And then that becomes the information, okay? And that information is getting displayed on the output devices, as well as same in the same way it is getting stored in the storage devices, like in the hard disk or any other storage device. Here one example is given for each step. Means input is given through input devices, that is keyboard, mouse is there, then microphone is there, then digital camera is there. All these input devices we are going to learn, as well as we are going to learn some processing devices, storage devices and output devices also. So in this video we are going to cover the input devices. Now we will see the input devices. Keyboard. Keyboard means it is a wooden plank. Suppose not wooden plank, it is a flat surface on which small buttons are there. And on those buttons, keys are mentioned. Number keys are there, then alphabetic keys are there, some special keys are there, function keys are there. Okay, and the navigation keys are also there. Now, all this information you have learned about the keyboard. Now, few more things we are going to learn, that is wireless keyboard. Wireless keyboard means it is battery operated device. Battery inside is there with which it is getting charged and it is getting connected to the CPU. No need of the physical wire. Now, after that, we will see compact keyboard. Compact keyboard means you must have seen the keyboard on the mobiles also, or some compact devices also, which generally doesn't have the um, number keypad, okay, which is there on the right hand side. Now, virtual keyboard. Virtual keyboard means the actual physical keyboard is present. Okay, physically we can see, but virtual keyboard means which is getting appeared on the screen itself. The keyboard full, all the keys with detailed keys, everything is getting appeared in the on the screen itself, and we can make use of those keys to type the text or to give the numbers. Now, next is the Braille keyboard. Braille keyboard means it is more convenient for the blind people or who cannot see. For those people, it is very useful. On this, along with the alphabets or numbers written, it is having dots to recognize them, which alphabet is representing that particular key. So like this, we can give information to the CPU, to the computer with this keyboard. Now, next is mouse. All of you know mouse. It is a very small device which is attached to the CPU. Through mouse, whenever we are generally using mouse, a pointer comes on the screen, and that pointer points the few things, or through that pointer you can open many things, or you can have the interaction with the computer. Now all this information you have learned. Now here we are going to learn different types of mouse. That is mechanical mouse. Mechanical mouse means it is having a small mechanical mouse has a rubber ball on its underside. As the user moves the mouse around the desktop, the ball rolls with these movements. This detects the mouse movement in any direction. Okay. Now optical mouse. Optical mouse uses laser technology to compare and track the position of the mouse rather than a ball or roller used on a mechanical mouse. In olden times, whenever the mouse got introduced, it was mechanical. When the development happened, optical mouse were used. Now wireless mouse. Nowadays we can use wireless mouse also. Wireless mouse means again it is battery operated device. So with the help of batteries and by moving CPU, transmit data through wireless technology such as radio waves or infrared light waves. Correct? Understood? Now, air mouse. Air mouse means, you know, the example of air mouse is your remote. You are operating with the TV functions or smart TV functions, or your laptop functions with the help of remote. That is the example of air mouse. An air mouse is a newer type of motion sensing mouse that, in addition to the typical buttons, allows you to control objects by moving the mouse in predetermined directions through the air. Now touch mouse. Touch mouse is touch sensitive mouse that recognizes touch gestures. For example, you press a location on a touch mouse to stimulate a click. Sweep your thumb on the mouse to scroll the page, or slide multiple fingers across the mouse to zoom. All functions are there in touch mouse. Now after that, few more input devices we are going to learn. Touchpad. Now everybody knows what is touchpad. So many of you must be using laptops. So instead of the mouse, a small rectangle is there on the laptops, and with the finger we can have all the functions of a mouse. Okay. Touchpad is a flat pressure sensitive surface that is used on the notebook computers. You can move the pointer on the screen by moving your finger along the surface of the pad. On some touchpads, you can also tap the pad surface to use mouse operations. Okay. Now, after that comes a joystick. Generally, joystick is used for gaming purpose. A joystick is a pointing device which is used to control the actions in a computer game. It has a vertical lever mounted on a base. You move the lever in different directions to control the actions in a game. Okay. Graphic tablet. This is also one type of input device. It's called a digitizer. It is an input device which has a special pen that is called stylus to write on it. It is used to draw images on the computer as well as give instructions to the computer. Then comes the touch screen. See, you can see a man is touching the finger onto the screen. For touch screen, you have touch screen computers, you can have touch screen laptops, and the best example of touch screen is given in if you will go to ATM. There is also a screen you can touch and you can have the operations. That is an example of touch screen. Now, or smartphones. Then comes the motion input. A motion input lets the user guide on screen elements using air gestures. Air gestures involves moving your body or a handheld input device through the air. With motion input, a device containing a camera detects your gestures and then converts it to a digital signal that is sent to a computer or game device. Generally, it is used in game device. See here, picture is shown. Here, two ladies, means these persons are moving themselves and they are guiding the game. Okay, they are just playing the game with the help of their own gestures. Now, digital camera. Digital camera means here you are capturing the pictures in your camera and it is getting captured and it is getting stored in the computer. Okay, a digital camera, also called digicam, is an electronic input device used to capture and store photographs electronically in the computer. Now then comes the few more are there. Then that is microphone. Microphone means with this you can record your own voice or any other voice into the computer. So it is an input file. You can record it. Microphone is a voice input device which used to send our voice into the computer. Okay, now then comes the scanner. Scanner is of two types, flatbed scanner and handheld scanner. Scanner, basically what it does is it captures the image. It is different from the camera, but it captures the image which you give it to it, and then it converts it into a electronic file. Now here, a scanner is an input device used to send images and text directly into a computer. You can scan images such as photographs, drawings, logos into a computer. Now here, flatbed scanner, this scanner works similar to a photocopy machine, but instead of photocopy machine, it gives the data onto the paper. But here it doesn't give onto the paper, but it gets stored in computer's memory. Handheld scanner. It is portable device that can be held in one hand. It is dragged over the object to be scanned. It is mostly used in shopping stores. Now next comes the barcode reader. You must have seen this barcode reader in shopping centers or departmental stores if you are purchasing some groceries, so or any clothes, and when you are going to have the billing, means when you are going to the billing counter, what those persons who are there in the billing counter they do, they scan whatever barcode is there through some machine that is called barcode reader. Most products in the shops have barcodes on them. A barcode is a set of lines of different thickness that gives information about the product like its price, manufacturing data, etc. Barcode reader, also called a barcode scanner. It is used to input data from the barcodes. whatever information it is getting through that barcode, it is getting stored in the computer and you can refer that information. Now next is magnetic ink character recognition reader. This is an input device used to read and identify magnetized characters printed on a document such as bank checks. Okay, or for example, you can give the example of passbook printing machine, correct? So you will get all the printed information on the passbook. It can turn on the page on its own, but magnetic ink character recognition reader means here whatever data is there on the check, that is which is written in magnetic ink, that is the account number and the check number, and also that is also get read by this machine. Okay, like this we have covered almost all input devices and we have seen the working of a computer, correct? And then with this we have come to end of this video. Now in the next video we are going to learn the output devices, storage devices and some processing devices. Okay, then take care and study well, go through the video.